boy, what a list I have brought for you. 10 lessons I learned summiting Kilimanjaro and that applies at work. You know what? I will give you one more at the end. Lesson number 1, high performers suffer the most when put together with medium and low performers. I know organizations like to couple strong people with the weaker one in order to train people, but that doesn't work. If you don't let people to perform according to their ability, they are going to leave you. And guess what? Those high performers who focused on helping low performers did not summit. But the high performers who stuck together, they ignored everybody else and they got to the summit first. And you can see that at organizations. Lesson number 2, your individual problem must not hold the team back. On one of the days, I was super sick and I could not climb, but I had no choice. I could not hold the team back. I had to get going. So supporting each other doesn't mean that everybody stops while I get better. It doesn't mean that you compromise all over the bar. It means that they acknowledge your problem, give you the support that you need to continue the journey, but you must keep up. Lesson number 3, A players, strong performers need leaders. And B players, medium performers, need managers. A players need to be shown the vision, the mission, the target, the goal, and they figure out how to get there. B players need to be managed to where we want them to be. And you could see that up in the mountain as well. B players had to be taken and managed all the way to the summit. So no, you cannot apply the same management or a leadership style to everyone at work. The high performers need leaders and medium and low performers need managers. Sorry. Lesson number 4, Gen Z is stronger than millennials. I'm so sorry, but this is true. We took 4 teenagers with us and you know what? We had the least problem with them. What they don't want is you to be the boss and tell them what to do, but what they want is to guide them. And they are so open to guidance, coaching, and mentoring. It was a pleasure working with them. Lesson number 5, your A players perform better on their worst days than your B players on their best days. And the only advice I can give you, if you want to have a successful department or organization, to invest most of your resources in your A players. They are the ones who are moving organizations forward, not the B or the C players. Lesson number 6, people don't think and they just do things because it's always been done this way. I actually questioned why we do the night hike. Why don't we do the hike, the summit during the day? And there was no response to it. It would have been much easier. And guess what? The next summit will be during the day. Success is environmental. And you only know what you are capable of or not when you are put to the test. The environment, whether it is up on the mountain or at work, impacts you physically, mentally, emotionally. How you can overcome those challenges determine your success. Lesson number 8, when people don't know where they are in relation to their goals, they get frustrated and impatient. You know, all those employees, they don't really have a goal at work and outside of work, generally in life. And then they are just job hopping because there is no goal. And then they are impatient. They don't know why they are there. And that happened to me in the mountain because I didn't have my altitude watch. I didn't know what time it was. And it was pitch dark. I'm like, where am I? And I got really, really frustrated. So the same happens at work and in life. When people don't know where they are going, especially when they don't even know where they are going, and they just get so annoyed and angry and frustrated. And you can see that on the workforce. Lesson number 9, your arrogance can ruin other people's attempt to succeed. So after we completed EBC, Everest Base Camp, another group went there and they were very, very cautious and anxious and scared. So we already done it and we just said, oh, don't be scared, it's easy. Now guess what? It's easy for us because we already been there, we done that, we know what to expect. But that's not what you need to say to people when they are anxious. What you need to do is to calm down the threat signal that the brain is sending that, hey, am I going to survive this adventure? And the same happens at work. When there is a task, where there is a new job, there is a new, whatever to do, a new project ahead, and people get scared. And that's basically your brain is sending you signals. Hey, you have never done that. Are you sure? Do you want to go there? Are you going to survive this? Now, not necessarily literally surviving, but you know what? Sometimes it feels like that. So a simple, simply saying that, oh, it's easy is not going to help. Explain the person what is to be expected. Lesson number 10, if you make your backpack heavy, you're not gonna get there. Life is a journey, and your job is during that journey is to collect experiences, and some of the experiences are very heavy, and you meant to put them down at the closest destination that you can, because you cannot walk with heavy weight. You are never going to get to the end, and you won't be able to collect more experiences because you are occupied with that heavy weight. So those who were walking with the heavy backpack, day pack, they struggled, and some of them did not even make it. And the last one, lesson 11, you will get there, but you must keep going. You don't see the destination. You don't see the summit. It's pitch dark. You think millions of times, I'm going to give up. I can't do that. You break down, you cry, you're hungry, you need to go to the toilet. It's minus 18. You have every problem you can ever think of. But you put your head down and one foot in front of the other, and you will get there. I guarantee you. And if you think about it, this is how life is. This is how your career is. You don't have to see through every single step. You can't, you won't. But you must keep going. And you will be there at the summit of Kilimanjaro. Just like I got there. We all get there. So, 11 lessons that helps you summiting any mountain, and also at work, and manage people around you. Enjoy and good luck.